Hello and welcome to the channel. I just thought in this video I was just doing a project where I needed to do a bunch of laser cutting for some electronics features, and of course they always have a whole layout that you want to get right, and a laser is the best way to cut those out without too much fuss. So one of the things I was thinking is how to produce those laser files quickly, easily, without any fuss. So I'm going to show you that. First things first, I'm going to show you my version of FreeCAD. So I'm on version 1.02. That's the latest released version. I have been looking at the dev versions, and there are quite a few changes that we'll go over once they release them. But for now, I'm going to work with the released version of 1.02. So that being said, let's move on. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a new file. And then we're going to create a body inside a part. So we create a part first, body, and then we're going to do a sketch. And I'm just going to do it on the XY plane. That's usually the best way for laser cutting. And my shape is actually just this. It's going to be a side for my box. So it's going to be 150 wide. And then it's going to be 75 tall. So I'm just using tab to go between those. And now I've got that box. I'm just going to hit this key up here. This is just zoom all so we can see everything. So this would be the side of my box. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this out on the laser. So I'm going to cut that shape. And then I'm going to cut the holes that I need. So I need a couple of holes up here. I'm going to just pop in a hole, pop in a second hole. These holes are not the same size. And then I'm going to lay out for an Arduino Uno, I'm going to lay out a couple of holes on there. Okay, one of the things I know about my Arduino Uno is the bottom of the Arduino sits at 9 millimeters off the surface. So I'm just going to put myself a construction line in here. Going to make sure it goes in as a horizontal line. And then I'm just going to give that a dimension. We're dimensioning it from there. We're just going to dimension that as 9 millimeters. So that's where my Arduino starts. Now what we're going to do is we are just going to draw a square. So I'm going to take that out of construction. And I'm going to go with a square, but it's going to be attached to that line. And then there's a second square for the Arduino. So the first one is for the USB. The second one is for the power. And so those are in. Going to give those some dimensions. I know from my measurements that the height of the USB part is going to be 10.7. And it's going to be 12.1 wide. So that is the square that you need for the USB part on an Arduino. And then I know the power supply. This piece is going to be 9.1. That's a little bit of clearance so that the thing falls into the hole. And the height of that is going to be 11. If you're using an Arduino Uno and you want to put it into a face like that, these dimensions should work for you. I know the dimension from the outside. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit. The dimension from the outside of that to the outside of that, that needs to be 40.32. And I measured my one, so yours might be just a tiny bit different, but that should get you into an Arduino right there. So that's those two. Now the Arduino should just fall right in there. The only thing I need to do then is to give it a dimension from the side, and in my case I'm going to make that 42 millimeters from there to there. So that's where I want that piece to be. And then for my holes, I'm going to move these over to roughly where I want them to be. And I could do this with a construction line. There's lots of things I could do to set these out. Basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to dimension this one. He's going to be 50 millimeters high. And his dimension is going to be 12.5. And this is for a grommet that brings wires in. And I'm just going to move this guy down here because he needs to be below. And his one is going to be 15.2 in diameter. And then I want them, obviously I want them to be aligned this way. So I'm just going to select that one, and align them. So now I've got two holes that are aligned nicely that way. Then all I need to do is to tell it where that needs to be. So I'm going to just dimension from there this way. And we're going to say that's 100 because that's where I want it to be. So I'm just going to bring it over close to the Arduino so that these cables line up. And then finally, I need to tell it the height of this one. And that's going to be 15. So there we have it. That's my side. And what that's for is it's a couple of holes for cables coming in. The Arduino sits here. Inside the box there's some other things, but I want these to be fairly close to there so I don't have to run cables from over here and bring them all back this way. So that's my layout. That's what I want to have. I'm just going to close that. Now I could do things with exporting this, but what I like to do is I am going to just create that as a thickness. And the sides of my box are actually 3 millimeters. So I'm just going to do it for real. And now I want to create the SVG that I can take into Lightburn. So I use Lightburn for my laser cutting. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pick the top view and I'm going to go into the draft workbench. Then I'm going to select that pad. And then I'm going to select Shape 2D View. Select that. Now I have a 2D drawing of that face. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to rename that and call it Arduino face. And then finally, I'm just going to click on there, File, Export. And when I export it, I just want it to be exported as, I'm just going to pop it straight in here. I'm going to call it, I'm not going to call it unnamed Arduino face. I'm just going to call it, what it does, it puts the file name and then whatever you called it as its name. So I'm just going to call it Arduino face.svg and I'm just going to save that. Now, of course, what we want to do is we want to save this whole file. You know, at some point it's a good idea to save it. So I'm just going to save that as something I can retrieve it from. So I'm going to fire up Lightburn. And then all I need to do, I'm in Lightburn. This is my setup for my laser. I'm just going to go File, Import. And then I'm just going to look for that file, Arduino face. Open that. And there is my Arduino face. Now I always cut from up here on my machine. Now what I like to do in Lightburn is I will select this whole SVG. I will hit this ungroup. So now they're separate. Then I'll take each line here and I'll put it into the blue one. I'm not moving anything. I'm just selecting the lines so I can put it onto a different cut layer. And then I'm going to reselect everything and group it again. So now I can cut these holes first and then I'll cut the outside. And these are actually the same setting, so I'm going to just change that to be the same setting. And its speed is 5, and my power is 60. And I know that cuts through easily in 2 passes. So now if we look at the play of this one, basically what's going to happen is it will cut the holes. So here goes the Arduino piece. It does 2 passes on each side. It's going to cut that box out of there. Now I'm just going to speed it up so you can see it happen quicker. Cuts the holes out, and then finally it cuts the outside shape of the box. So that's one side of the box done. And of course, if I wanted to do a tabbed and slotted version of the box, I could do that too. But this is just the side that I want. And then once that's done, my Arduino will fit perfectly in there, and my grommets will fit perfectly in there. So that's really it for today. I just thought it would be interesting to share that with you, as I was just doing that for a project I was working on. And if you have any questions or any comments, feel free to leave them below. If you're interested in supporting the channel, feel free to sign up for our Patreon or become a member on YouTube, or you can just buy us a coffee. So I appreciate you watching this one through to the end, and I look forward to making the next one. Thanks.